Welcome to Freedom to Fuel, the 5-minute talk show that will energize how you think about your utilities. Brought to you by Huntsville Utilities and the American Public Gas Association. Coming to you this week from the St. Croix Room of the Minneapolis City Center Marriott, I'm Todd Long with the Huntsville Utilities Orchestra, introducing your host, the Colonel, John Olszewski.
Thanks again, Todd. I got Zac Littrell with Symmetry. It's changed names a couple times since I've known him.
Yep.
They buy natural gas.
Yep, we buy and supply natural gas to utilities across the Southeast.
When you say you buy the gas and then we know it's in storage and then it goes through the lines and then we got, like my outfit has 2 transportation pipelines. Can you just give a little 101 class on when you say you just buy the gas? That sounds easy.
Yep.
But there's a lot more moving parts than that.
There is. So every day the market trades at a different price. And every month the market trades at a different price. So what we're doing is we're at the first of the month, we're setting a first of the month nomination, which is basically based on a 5-year historical look at your system's usage, and also looking at current projections for weather. We do a projection of what you're going to use for the month, and that gives us a base load. And so you buy your first of the month gas on a base load, so many decks per day. We measure everything in decatherm. And then on a day-to-day basis, we had to balance that load on the pipeline.
But the bottom line, there's a lot of moving parts.
Yes, we have some great guys in Houston that do a lot of work behind the scenes that make what I do seem easy.
So, I thought about this the other day when that mess happened in Texas with the lines and all the frozen and
you're talking about Uri?
Yeah.
Winter Storm Uri?
Tell me about what kind of hoops you had to jump through there.
That was a rough day. I was actually at my daughter's, she's a cheerleader, and so we were cheering for a varsity basketball game at Page High School in Franklin, Tennessee. And I was getting just bombarded with emails, just boom, boom, boom. We're losing supply. And so they call it force majeure, which is an act of God, and which means that there's really nothing you can do when we've committed to buy gas from a supplier at a certain price. And if they issue a force majeure, it basically says that contract's just null and void. And, we've used that contract that we said, we're going to buy this much from you, and we're going to resell it to, say, Huntsville Utilities or another utility. And so at that point, it forces us to declare a force majeure. It's like a domino effect. And there's nothing we can really do about it because once you declare a force majeure, it is Katie bar the door. You can do whatever you want to.
Wow.
So you got to go find replacement gas. And at one point, one of my traders called me, and he's like, it wasn't for the Southeast, but it's more the Midwest, which is one of our, it's more affected by Uri than the Southeast was kind of insulated from Uri. But he's like, I'm spending $1 billion a day.
$1 billion with a B.
With a B.
Okay. That is not their normal amount.
No, not even close.
I mean, so it was a bad day for Zac Littrell.
Yes, it was. It's a stressful day. I don't know, it was bad.
Okay, stressful. Okay, very stressful day. So anyway, Zac is a sponsor. His company's a sponsor. They got a couple reps at almost every conference we go to. They give money, but they also give their time.
We do.
And what's important is, I believe, don't disrespect to anybody, is giving money's easy. Giving time's a whole nother ballgame.
Yes.
And for that, Zac, APGA and us appreciate what your company does for us as American Public Gas. And those companies that buy gas, I know they love Zac Littrell because I watch it. I watch it and I see it every day. So, Zac, I appreciate your time you spent with us today. And looking forward to next year with you.
Freedom to Fuel is produced by Huntsville Utilities in cooperation with the American Public Gas Association. The views expressed by the host and guests do not necessarily reflect those of HU or the APGA. Our AV engineer is Amanda Tomczyk-Kemp with assistance from Chad the intern. Additional production elements provided by Jeffrey Long. If you have a comment or question, post it in the comments below, and thanks to Caitlin for bringing me something to drink. The attendant does not have the combination to the safe.